What is your drink of choice? So I don't know if this is
just like
limited.
a general drink
I guess
of choice.
like general, like if you could be drinking anything, what would you be drinking?
I almost have to break this down in categories because I love water. I mean, water's obviously
Well,
first and
I feel
foremost.
like you got to pick one though. Or how about we do? He didn't say alcoholic, but then he put in parentheses expand. If it's beer, expand on what kind of beer. So maybe go with like.
I won't go with the brand. I've been very into IPAs recently after years of avoiding them after a bachelor party. So that's been my beer of choice lately. And as far as soda, I love a root beer, a Barks root beer. Yeah. Don't do it often though.
Peaches and herb would be the only choice in this division.
It's fall time now, baby. You don't want to go.
IPA.
You don't want to go head to head with part of my cake right now, bro.
I would go with the sun-kissed on crushed ice in a
Wow.
styrofoam cup.
That is something very specific.
I will
I
say
didn't
this.
see coming.
Well, they asked the question, didn't they?
Yeah.
I agree. Soda in a styrofoam cup with ice is the best way to drink, like
I
Sprite,
think that's the part
Dr.
that
Pepper,
got me.
whatever.
I think the styrofoam cup with ice is what got me.
It is, though. You're absolutely right. I hadn't thought about that. That is the premier way to drink a Coke.
Prep.
I'm gonna go with champagne.
You always have. You
Well, I
always
mean,
have.
look, it's on brand. It's easy for me. I mean, it's right.
Obviously,
it's correct.
as far as that is true. I mean, look, as far as alcohol, anything in the Scotch or whiskey family, I that's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I thought this was purely alcohol. I mean, yeah, I'd probably drink a water. I don't really like soda. But, like, if it's a cocktail type thing, like a Sazerac, but also just a margarita. I love margaritas.
That's a great point, dude.
Old
That is-
Faithful.
I
Yeah,
want to go
you
with
can't
you.
go wrong.
I'm with you. I'm a good top shelf margarita.
Yeah.
Would you
What happened to
rather?
my shirt?
Would you rather have Leonard Fournette back for this game this weekend, but you have to keep the receiving core we have currently, or would you rather have Odell and Jarvis back but keep the running backs the same as you have
Kidding me?
currently?
Give me Leonard right now with this receiving core. I mean, they're number 1 and 2 in the conference.
Yeah. I guess the jump from Elair to Fournette is larger than the than the jump from those receivers to Beckham and Landry. I feel bad about anything that even feels like a slight against Elair because of how good he's been this year. But yeah, give me Fournette.
I mean, it would be fun to see Beckham and Landry running routes for Burrow in Brady's offense.
But these guys are.
I mean,
Yeah.
And Leonard, I'd actually take Jeremy Hill if I had my selection of backs over the last decade to put in this offense.
I can see
think
that.
that Hill would be phenomenal.
You can see
Not that Clyde's not, because I agree with T. It's a slide on Clyde because he's great.
Yeah.
If you were added as a member of the Spice Girls, what is your name? So,
Chubby Spice.
Dago Spice.
I don't know. These days, maybe Tired Spice, but
What a terrible bit.
Sleepy Spice.
Little Sleepy Spice. Just
I'll go-
no energy to the concert.
Maybe I'll
Bald
go
Spice.
Party Spice. Bald Spice. Party Spice? I like to party when I'm not tired.
Maybe dopey or sneezy.
Sneezy
It's like a
Spice.
Seven Dwarfs thing.
Does beating Alabama Saturday make this the best LSU football team in recent memory, or is that contingent upon how we finish this season?
Obviously, it's contingent on
It's contingent on how you win, but I mean, if you win Saturday, you win out, then you beat Georgia in the SEC championship game, get into the playoffs, and potentially beat another top 4 opponent. I mean, if they win out, this could be, the best.
Oh, it would be the best team ever, I think, if they went out.
Absolutely.
The problem, but that is how you finish.
Yeah.
And we know all too well about how beating Alabama the first time around and maybe rematch with them can completely discolor a season.
I mean, like next segment, I can almost paint a scenario for you where the best case is.
We may get to that, but we got to get to cat facts first next segment. Continue now with Mailbag Riffs.
You lose in a throwdown, you lose in a 1-score game, and it may make sense. You know what I mean? Like, skip out on that week of the SEC championship, get healthy.
God, this is the first time I've seen how hard that parachuting tiger hit the ground.
Oh, he's running
Oh, look,
away
he's
from
limping.
it,
Yeah,
though.
Clinton,
well,
did he
well.
break his back?
I think he's shouting for help.
He's probably so embarrassed. He's like, I got to get off the field.
Unreal. Yeah, I mean, adrenaline rush for sure. He's going to, wake up and his back's broken. All right, sorry, next one.
What do you consider your biggest flaw? Obviously, this is only for Nate, T-Bob, and Jordy if he shows. Oh, I don't remember who wrote that, but.
Wait, what?
It says, what do you consider your biggest flaw? Obviously, this is only for Nate, T-Bob, and Jordy if he shows.
Okay, avoiding the wrath of the pregnant.
But I'll answer this
yeah,
also.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
answer this also.
My biggest flaw is I talk very loudly and I talk over people.
I would say not being able to do a cartwheel And
That's your biggest flaw.
I am the master of the awkward hug. Rivers experienced
Oh
this
my
recently.
gosh.
I
Whenever-
am fantastic
you
with an
have
awkward hug.
completely failed in getting the Hold That podcast on iTunes. So I hope you're happy about
Yeah,
that.
you didn't even tell me if they emailed you.
You've completely failed.
I don't think that's a bigger flaw than his weird hug thing because
It was that bad?
It's so bad. He like didn't even touch me. It was like there was like a barrier around me, and he couldn't quite like cut
I
through
think
it.
something within me just thinks that hugs are wrong.
I would say procrastination.
Yeah.
Hey, man. The worst.
I'd say defensiveness.
There you go.
You know, whatever.
Stop being so defensive.
You
yeah.
are defensive as hell.
Yeah, I know. How?
What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. I thought maybe, yeah.
I'll set you up.
I thought you were going to
Robert,
fish out. I thought you were
yeah.
going to fish out a little bit.
I can do it enough on my own. I'm always like, to be fair, how do the two
No offense.
how do the two coaching
But you
staffs differ in the way that they prepare their team for this 1 versus 2 showdown?
Not much anymore.
Yeah, I agree
think
with that.
I think the differential between the coaching staff was the gap for a moment there between Miles and Saban. I mean, Saban could just copy and paste his game plan every year with Miles. I always tell the story about there was one coach in the SEC that was livid on the way that Les Miles was let go by LSU, and that was Saban.
Yeah.
Because he knew that now he had to start preparing for that first Saturday in November, and Orgeron's finally gotten there, I think, with the analyst, the staff around him, the preparation, and the quality of the staff.
Yeah, I think the game planning's caught up, and I think the in-game adjustments, especially after you witness what happened at Auburn, is caught up. I do think that Alabama has a mental advantage going into this
For
game,
sure.
though. I think that LSU's still a bit
That's
in their
close
heads,
as well, too.
while Alabama's treating this like just another game. But whatever, that's overcome it.
Is the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese legit?
No.
I haven't had it.
No, I've had it multiple times. It's bad. It is actively bad in my opinion.
Why have you had it multiple times?
And there are not
yeah.
because Caitlin keeps getting it for like Alice says a quick thing sometimes
Gotcha.
because Alice
Easy.
will eat it. It's bad though. Oh well,
Easy.
you know it's
Easy.
really good. The
Yeah.
chicken noodle soup though.
I mean, I just don't know why you would go to Chick-fil-A and get the macaroni because they've got so much other good stuff.
They have great food.
Right?
Real talk though. The chicken noodle
Look,
soup.
I eat
To be
Chick-fil-A
fair,
like
to be
5 times
fair.
a week. To be fair, I eat Chick-fil-A 5 times a week.
Yeah.
No, I've
You love
not
your
had,
Chick-fil-A.
but I
What do
haven't
you
had the mac and cheese.
But no, the chicken noodle soup is really good. I'm not a fan of mac and cheese.
If you had to wear a thong
Oh, God.
or slow play a corn dog on national TV, which one would you do?
Hey, is that a free corn dog?
I have said multiple times.
College kids.
I am very confident in my legs and rear. Not as much over these last
That's
few
not what I
weeks.
thought you were going to go with.
It's been, it is winter time, so I'm gaining a little weight. That's just what I do around winter. So that's completely normal. But like
been a long
summertime,
winter.
okay, that was mean, Nathan. Summertime, I would.
Winter started in July in
I've
the
always
Abear
said-
household.
If I was into this sort of thing, I feel like I could have a lot of success as an Instagram thought, as like a thick Instagram
okay.
thought.
Wow,
And
that's
You
so-
just have to have, all you need is confidence.
That
Yeah,
is
That's
yeah.
all
so
you need.
Angles and confidence.
Right.
And I got both.
angles and confidence.
I-
Nobody wants to see me in a thong. I
So
can
put me in a
promise
thong.
I
is
love
the
corn
point. I have a
dogs,
great
though.
butt.
Like,
I'd
I
take a
truly
corn
do
dog.
like corn dogs. So
dog, yeah.
I'm going to take the corn dog because at least I'll enjoy that part of it.
you. Yeah.
I used to own an.
Corn dogs. I mean, crispy around the.
I don't know where you're going
I
with
used
that.
to own an elephant man thong.
That
Where
doesn't surprise me.
you can imagine what the trunk did, but at the end it had a little squeaker on it.
Okay. Do people really hate Bama? Like, for real?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't ever
Yeah.
want to visit that state.
I think hate's a strong word.
Not for me.
I don't know. I don't.
For me.
I don't
I
like
think
them.
their fan base is like laughable. I mean, I
Yeah.
think they're comical. It's
But you
almost
can
fun to
find
like,
that
kind of like
laughable-
point and laugh at them.
But you can find those people in every
Sure.
fan
I mean,
base.
LSU's
So
got
it's
their
hard for
demographic.
me. Yeah, so
LSU's got
it's,
their demographic. But it just feels like the tide is it's the majority.
and I
know
know
what I
people
mean?
joke about, like, whatever. You can be fans of schools if you didn't go there. I got no problem with that. But I think growing up so close to Tuscaloosa, there were so many people I knew in Mississippi who were Bama fans who
Yeah.
had no
Right.
reason
See, with
to
the
cheer
Warriors,
for
any
Alabama. They
dynasty,
just chose it,
yeah,
you know? And that
any
just doesn't make
dynasty-
sense to me.
Any
Power of the
dynasty
bear.
gets those guys. No, I legitimately hate them though.
You have good reason though.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more. When was the last time you were at a strip club?
I've actually never been to a strip club.
What?
What?
Never been to a strip
Well,
club.
I guess I know what we're doing this afternoon.
Nothing like that lunch
Little-
buffet.
Wait,
Great
are you
happy
going to a
hour.
strip
Little
club?
team building. Nothing like glitter at a lunch buffet.
I don't know, man.
These plates are sweating.
It's been years.
It has been years for me. It has been years. But
I think a bachelor party like 3 or 4 years ago is the last time I went.
I can't say the exact date, but it's been years in New Orleans.
I will tell you this. I was with a buddy the last time I did go, and this was probably about 3 or 4 years ago, that he was talking to the stripper and was trying to make a deal and said, put your phone number in my phone. And when she typed it in, her name popped up in his phone.
Oh, no!
Like, he already had the contact.
So
I'd imagine he's been to a strip club within the last 3 year window.
I always get caught talking to them about like what kind of lotions they use. I'm like, you smell so good. You're soft. Like, what are we working with here? Like,
great nails.
Yeah. Like, where do you get that?
It's a little tougher once you have a child to throw those ones out.
For sure.
Yeah,
or to bring them along.
All right, there's your mailbag
that
segment.
said, let's be clear. I fully support dancers and get that money, girls. Get it how you live.
LSU Bama week rolling on.